3 miles back in July, and yeah, he's got some really good runs on the flat, including at the Curragh during the summer when he finished third behind Lot of Joy. He was only just beaten by Lot of Joy. He's 11 years old now, Kevin, but as you say, some servant to connections, and Mark Fahey obviously has retained or enabled him retain his enthusiasm for the game as he showed the last day. That's only 2 weeks ago when he won that hurdles race at Down Royal.
Yes, Party Dress, dual winners gone into stall 6. Latest win came over this trip. That was back in Limerick early on in the season from the Willie McCreary stable. And there's had a couple of decent runs in defeat as well. We're up behind Louis Cobb. I think more on our plate here this afternoon. Don, what's your most likely winner?
I think Shoda has the makings of the best horse in the race. She's fairly likely race as well. She's got the potential to go beyond her mark of 83. She's up £5 for her run at Galway, but I think she shapes like a filly who could be better than an 83 rated filly. I think she's the right favourite. Teed Up is really game horse, but he is away from Galway, which we know he loves Galway. He's got 6 wins there. Happy Jackie, the evergreen 11-year-old, you can see him running his race as well. And you mentioned I know you like Royal Hollow as well. She comes in here with a chance, but I think Shoda's the correct favourite. What about you? What do you think?
I'm going to stick with Royal Hollow. I think it's a cracking race, quite open as well. Bottler Seeker is obviously very interesting as well, isn't he?
He is really interesting. Yeah, he was a classy hurdler, classy juvenile hurdler. Fod Adrian comes into it as well on the back of his win in the maiden hurdle at Clonmel back in April.
Let's get up to Jerry.
Set. That off. A slow start by War Correspondent. This is the Tipperary Perpetual Cup Handicap run over 2 miles, and his Butler Secret, the early leader from Happy Jackie, followed by the top weight Shanrow. Jabbar next with Teed Up and Shoda. Not Just Danny Eagle and Fodadra next, and they're followed by Royal Hollow as they make the bend at the top of the course. And it is Butler Secret joined by Happy Jackie. The pair have poached a good 5-length advantage over Shanrow in third. A couple of lengths to the fourth going Shoda, and then Jabbar, Not Just Any Eagle, and Teed Up for Dadrin. The last 3 are Party Dress, Royal Hollow, and More Correspondent. Turning into the straight the first time, little between Happy Jackie, Keithan Kennedy, and Butler's Secret, Gary Carroll. They straighten up, followed by Shanrow and Robbie Colgan, and then Shoda and Dylan Brown McMonigal. To the inside is Jabbar, and then Not Just Danny Eagle, and Royal Hollow taking quite a hold as moving up towards the leaders. As Happy Jackie presses ahead from Butler's Secret, the pair coming back to and improving Not Just Danny Eagle, then Shanrow, Royal Hollow, and Shoda next. On the inside is Jabbar with the final 4 for Dadran, Teed Up, War Correspondent, and Party Dress. Happy Jackie strides on by 3.5 to Butler's Secret with a circuit to go, and then Not Just Danny Eagle edging third from Royal Hollow, and then Shanrow, 2 lengths to Shoda in mid-division. Jabbar next, and then Fodadran and Teed Up with the final couple, the 2 greys, Party Dress and War Correspondent. Heading uphill along the side of the track soon at the halfway stage, the Tipperary Perpetual Cup Handicap. Happy Jackie joined by Not Just Danny Eagle, and then Royal Hollow, Butler Secret, and Shanrow, and Shoda next, and then Jabbar Fodadran, Teed Up, Party Dress, War Correspondent. They pass the halfway stage, going up the back straight. Not Just Danny Eagle and Robin Donoghue Leahy go on. By a length and a half to Royal Hollow, and Sam Coden second. Third is Happy Jackie and Keithan Kennedy, followed back to the point at which they started by Butler's Secret, and then Shanrow and Shoda. Jabbar Fodadran next, and then War Correspondent, who goes by both Teed Up and Party Dress. At the completion of the circuit, Not Just Danny Eagle and Royal Hollow first and second, followed by Butler's Secret. Dropping places is Happy Jackie, overtaken on both sides by Shanrow and then Shoda. War Correspondent, Jabbar Fodadran, Party Dress, and knocked back to last is Teed Up, heading for the concluding half mile. And it's Not Just Danny Eagle, headed by Royal Hollow. On the outside is Butler's Secret, followed by Shoda, who's back into fourth ahead of Shanrow, who's niggled along ahead of War Correspondent and Party Dress, and Fodadran. Jabbar Falling away all the while is Happy Jackie and then teed up. Their heads turned back for home, 3 furlongs to go. Royal Hollow is the leader, but only just to not just Annie Eagle. Into third and closing is Shoda. Then Butler's Secret and Party Dress and War Correspondent and Fodadra next, being followed to the final quarter by Jabbar. On the left, it's Royal Hollow. In the centre, in the maroon and white, coming there is Shoda, followed by Butler's Secret. Over the far side, not just Danny Eagle. They're panned across the track. Racing to the final furlong, the Tipperary Perpetual Cup Handicap. Shoda strikes the front from not just Danny Eagle. Tried to renew its effort. In third place is Royal Hollow into the final 100 yards. Shoda and Dylan Brown McMonigal on the stand side from not just Danny Eagle. Shoda wins it. Shoda Natalie from not just Danny Eagle, Butler's Secret in third, and then Royal Hollow, Dylan Brown McMonigal pushes on by another winner.
Yes, looked a good race on paper beforehand. The Tipperary Perpetual Cup has gone the way of our favourite, Shoda, off the back of 2 good runs in defeat, her 2 most recent starts. Plenty to digest. Big run by Pat Flynn's, not just any Eagle, back in second.
Yeah, her race, Kevin, Dylan Monagle had her in a lovely rhythm just behind the pace, and it looked like a good pace. He was able to settle her nicely, and she's moved up on the outside of Royal Hollow early in the home straight, and here's where Dylan Monagle says go on and win her race, and she's picked up well. She's hit the front, and not just any Eagle has responded really gallantly on the far side for Robin Donoghue-Leahy. She gets a really good tune out of this fella, and he's closed on the run to the line, probably not just closing any more inside the final 50 or 75 yards, but Shoda, she's a classy